Today, we're doing day 1 in the Sacred Valley. We are doing a 2-day tour, which today is in the Sacred Valley, and will end where?
Ollantaytambo, which is where we take the train to Aguascalientes, which is the town at Machu Picchu. We booked this tour through Viator, and we can leave the link to this specific tour in the description.
Yeah.
So far it's been great. The guide, he has a master's in history, so he is a Peruvian historian, has a wealth of knowledge about the history of the area and has been showing us a lot of really cool things. So
I unfortunately have been feeling like garbage. The altitude has kept me up all night, so I didn't sleep well last night. It's almost like I couldn't breathe throughout the night. So that was lovely. And then I've been trying to stay hydrated, but going through the mountains on this tour on that bus feels like the Amalfi Coast.
It's very twisty, windy, bumpy.
A little bit like Kenya too, and so I've felt a little car sick.
Question is, if what they are using is alpaca, do you saw a red alpaca?
Mm-mm.
Green alpaca? Purple alpaca? No. Now let me show you how this... Ouch. Look at this. Look at what I have in my hand. My friends, just I can do this once. A larva, beetle, or something like that, what lives in the cactus. Okay? And look at this, please. Now you will know how my ancestors get all those colors. Look at my hand. Please, señoritas, pequeñas, look at this. Right? I'm gonna make some ink magic now. Look at this, huh? You have to count until 3, okay? 1, 2, and...
Wow. Oh.
Right? Imagine, my friends, they use it just those insects
Wow.
for dyeing different kind of textile stuffs. There are some lime in there, please. Pass me that. Lime,
Oh,
lime,
the
lime,
limes.
lemon. That one, yes. Just pass me one, just one piece, please. And look at this, my friends. What about if I want to change the color? Look at this,
Acid.
All what Pachamama give me, I can use for to make many things. Look at this. How gonna change color? Change the color. Look at this.
Wow.
Right? If I add salt, this is a little dark. In fact, just using another minerals, I have 17 tonalities of red
Wow.
just from this insect. Imagine that, my friend. Peru is coming from a civil war. In 1978, Peru started a civil war against a terrorist communist political party with the name Shining Path. Shining Path, they tried to take the power in Peru, and when they visited towns like this one, my friend, they forced the kids with 9-10 years to follow them, like a for be the future soldiers of Peru. How old are you, señorita? 9. Right? How terrible was that period? Right? For a reason, imagine that people stole the food, they brought kids like that one, and the unique thing what the farmers has to eat was this animal. The most common problem what the kids has, what it is? Anemia. They don't like it. Mostly they want just pizza, right? Or Kentucky, but it gave them some herbs or vegetables or something like that. They say, no, I don't like it, right? My friends, mostly the most common problem what the kids has is anemia. Included adults has anemia problem. Do you know how we can fix that problem very fast? Guinea pig. With one guinea pig soup, after 2 days, no more anemia. Because it's the animal with more iron around the world. And they can have babies 4 times in the year. Imagine that. I have friends who believe they are guinea pigs. They have many children, right?
My dear friends, 80% of what they've been selling downtown in Cusco lately, street vendors, they all having a ball selling things like this. What is this? They call them acrylic synthetic polyester. They have no weight at all. This is 100% plastic. This one peels. Look, greasy breaks. See that? Inside is even worse. Scratch, itch. Look at that. Shame on them. Colors are too bright. Pretty sure you're not going to see no red or green alpacas running around Machu Picchu. This is 100% artificial. If you're not careful enough, there goes your 250 soles. The other day, that's how much they sell it this for. How much is worth? Well, 30 soles. Give them 40 if you want to be nice. This is the real deal, baby alpaca. Look at this. Look over here. There's another one here. Remember seeing the alpacas, black, browns, and white? How about a nice multicolor? Check it out. Plants, flowers, seeds, roots. The colors have to be more settled, dull, kind of earthy. When you compare with this other one, you'll be able to tell the big difference there, right? This one is way too bright. This one reminds me of a Christmas tree. Now, how are you going to keep nice and clean? Well, let me remind you, we love so simple things here. Hand wash, agua fria, that means cold water, regular head shampoo, and just let it dry flat. If you choose the easy way, gentlemen, dry cleaning, make sure to tell them to be a little careful with your baby. Talking about babies now. Thinking about we're friends from the Caribbean, from the Middle East, when places can be very hot. This is a beautiful Peruvian pashmina. This is 70% baby alpaca, 30% silk. Can't forget about mama or grandma. They're waiting for something as pretty as this back home. Now, look at this. I'm gonna need a volunteer. Somebody will be able to tell me which one of those two scarves happens to be the real one. Give it a try. Be a player. Cool, silky-like, fun feeling like it's wet. That's the one. Any second thoughts over here? Give it a try and see. Sorry.
No, I think it's this one.
This is the one.
This one's the real one.
This is the real one. Yes.
Yeah.
You just save yourself $200. The fake one, that's what they're selling it for. And I say this for the grand finale. Look at this. The one and only, our Andean princess, Vicuña. Look at this. Okay. There's no other animal in this planet Earth which fiber can be as fine as Vicuña.
So we started our tour today at an animal rescue where they rescue llamas and alpacas and guinea pigs also. There's a big problem with poachers and the black market in Peru selling the llamas and the alpacas. They will often take the adults and then just abandon the babies. So they will go and rescue the babies and then raise them at the rescue. We also saw a couple of condor. One of the condors that we saw was actually spreading its wings. Our guide said was a rare sight to see, so that was really cool. And they're hoping to rehabilitate the condors and send them back out into the wild. We also got some information about how the ancient people in this area dyed the wool. The guide demonstrated how they dyed the wool historically. So that was really cool. They have a textile shop at the rescue because they work with women who have come from abusive situations and they make the textiles that they sell in the store. We've seen a couple of ruins already today and talked a little bit more about the history of the Spanish conquering. There's not a lot of people on the tour. It's a full group, but it's a small group. It's like 10 to 12 people. So it has been a good size. It was a good price for 2 days. It includes our tour in the Sacred Valley, accommodations tonight, our entrance into Machu Picchu, the train to Aguascalientes. So yeah, I thought it was a really good value for everything we got, and as opposed to us having to piecemeal all of that together ourselves.
Mud rock. But if we have problems like earthquakes, and we have problems like Fenómeno El Niño, why this don't collapse it with those problems? Because this was built with anti-seismic systems, my friends. Many people believe the Japanese is the people who create that, but no, the Incas make it that, my friends. That's the reason for everything what you are looking here, my friend, was not restored. It's original from the Incas time. But my friends, what is the difference between one terrace to the other? 3 feet? 4 feet? In fact, it's 10 feet, my friends. More than 3 meters, each one to the other. Right? And my friends, do you know what is the most biggest problem in our buildings? Always we build in 90 degrees. But my ancestors always, they lean in, right? They lean in the wall. This is the sun and this is the earth. When the earth moves around the sun, has an inclination 4 until 13 degrees. How the Incas know that? Tell me, how high do you think, what is the difference between the lower part and the upper part? In fact, it's more than 2,000 feet. And do you know, my friends, if you can see exactly my ancestors built in the front a place where you can see each day the sunrise. And another thing too, from the bottom to the top, there are 5 different kind of microclimates.
Oh, wow.
Right? My ancestors built this for agriculture, yes. But imagine, right? When you build something like this, you don't have to go to the other city for example, cultivate fruits. You can do it in here. Everything what you need, you can cultivate in here because it has 5 microclimates, my friends.
So we are at Ollantaytambo right now. This is the town where we take the train to Machu Picchu, but it's also an archaeological site. So we are climbing up the site right now. Something really interesting that we just learned is, I don't know if you can see, but on this mountain across from us, the Incas created a building where they would store all of their food, because we're in the center of 3 canyons and there's a lot of wind here, so it stays very cold. And so they knew that would be a good place to store food. I thought that was interesting.
One rock is granite. This one is green granite, but in the middle we have a pink granite. For that reason, the pink granite is the fragile point in this rock. And my ancestors, el punto frágil es esta línea, mire, rosada. And my ancestors may hold, agujero, 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 agujero. And after that, wood, madera. And after that, water. And when the wood expand, fracture the rock in this straight line.
So another thing our guide just told us is how the Inca stones are fit so perfectly together. They aren't affected by earthquakes. He was saying that there had been an 8.5 magnitude earthquake here not too long ago, and the walls are completely fine, and it's because there are concave and convex, like one stone is concave and one stone is convex, and because they fit together like that, it makes them much more sturdy than stuff that's just at a 90-degree angle or that's just flat against each other. So our guide was also saying that the windows being shaped like a trapezoid also helps to absorb the shock of earthquakes. It's really fascinating how they figured all this out. Our guide just told us that the rocks that were used for this, to build Ollantaytambo, came from all the way from that mountain peak right there.
I'm your peak. And your son.
That was where their quarry was, so they had to drag the rocks all the way from up there.
Somebody touched.
So behind me, you can see the wall of what was the Ollantaytambo temple. And these spots that are jutting out in the rocks used to be carvings of pumas, and there was other decoration on the walls, but the Spanish destroyed them. Yeah, so the Incas had three primary animals that were part of their culture: the puma, the condor, and the snake. The puma represented strength, snake was wisdom, and the condor was, I don't remember. So yeah, the condor, the puma, and the snake. And a big reason that the Spanish Catholics thought that the Incas were so sacrilegious is because part of their worship involved depictions of snakes. And of course, in Christianity, the snake is like the ultimate, the snake is sin. So, I don't know, that was interesting to learn. But you can see here a prime example of the Spanish just destroying the Inca structures that were here.
After all, it is the rainy season. All right, we have made it to our accommodation in Aguascalientes, Machu Picchu town, as they call it. This is the end of day one of our 2-day tour to Machu Picchu. What did you think of our tour, Aubrie?
I really enjoyed the tour part of today. I really like our guide. He's very excited about all the history and has been giving us a lot of good information, I think. As we were getting on the train today, so we took the bus through some areas in the Sacred Valley today: Ollantaytambo, Pisac, the animal rescue. Yeah, I think that was really just like a really rich, all of that was a really rich experience. When we got to the train in Ollantaytambo, it started pouring down rain. So we kind of got stuck standing outside in the rain, which is, par for the course this time of year here. But we did get pretty wet getting onto the train, and then the windows of the train were all fogged up. So we didn't see that much. And I also felt like the scenery we saw from the train was very similar to what we have seen driving around all day. So we did pay for an upgraded cabin on the train that was supposed to have like the 360 views, like the glass ceiling and stuff. And we didn't have that on the way over here, so I don't know if...
We did have it, it's just the windows were very, very small. And of course, because it was raining, it was fogged up, so you really couldn't see anything outside of it.
Yeah. But I think that we have the Vista Dome train on the way back, which actually is like all glass. So we'll report back on that. I also got pretty sunburnt. I put sunscreen on my face, but I didn't think about my neck. So that was an oopsie on my part. So wear sunscreen when you're in the Sacred Valley. It's been pretty warm. I thought it would be colder, but it's been like I was fine in this. I could have had a short sleeve shirt on all day.
I did have a short sleeve shirt on. I started off with my winter coat and sweatshirt, and then had to keep taking things off because it was so hot. I eventually did feel better after the day going by, but so I do not feel like I have altitude sickness anymore. So that's nice. Once we got off the train into Aguas Calientes, I think.
Calientes.
That.
But yeah.
You walk through like the central market, and it's like a labyrinth.
Yeah.
It
was overstimulating after us being tired and wet and sunburnt. But
and then our hotel is
the Hoteles Ferre.
According to this book, Lonely Planet. It said it's a boutique hotel. It's all right. I want to see. It says that the hotel is on the river and like boasts the views of that, but it's dark, so can't see that.
Yeah.
The hotel's warm. And
yeah, there's no AC, and they told us not to open the windows because of mosquitoes, so it's probably at least 78.
No malaria for us.
I don't think they have malaria here.
They do.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. No malaria. And then
warm.
we used the book, this one, not sponsored, to find a restaurant, and it was a really cool French-Peruvian restaurant.
It was called Indio Feliz.
And we ordered ceviche and the apple pie, and it was really, really good. It has a star next to it in the book, so like I'm going to trust it. And that's something that I've been wanting to do is, what do these travel books actually say, and are they actually worth it? And that one definitely was worth it.
Yeah, it was really good, and we had some dinner with some people that we met on our group tour. So yeah, overall, I'm happy with our day. I'm happy with the tour. I would not have wanted to navigate Cusco to Ollantaytambo to the train. I wouldn't have wanted to do that all by myself. I'm really glad that we did a tour that included everything, because we were able to just follow the guide and just not have to stress or worry about getting places and figuring out the transportation. So as of right now, I definitely recommend it. And I also thought we'd have to wake up at like 4 a.m., but our check-in time with our guide in the morning is 7:30. So I think we're entering Machu Picchu a little bit later in the morning than people usually do, but our guide said to trust him, and I do trust him. So we will hopefully sleep well. And
hopefully not get caught in the rain tomorrow.
Yeah.
So join us for part 2, day 2 of this tour.
Machu Picchu.
Machu Picchu. Welcome to day 2 of our 2-day tour to Machu Picchu. We are in Aguas Calientes, and look, it's not raining today.
Yet.
Not at the moment, but there's peaks of blue sky, and we are heading to our bus at 7:30 as opposed to right at the crack of dawn. According to our tour guide, it is to avoid the morning rush, so hopefully he's right. I'm gonna trust that he's right.
Yeah, there's already like no one in town anymore, so I think most people go like right at 6 when it opens. So I'm kind of glad we don't have to deal with all that traffic and crowd.
And last night when we went and got dinner, it was bustling all over town. So the fact that it's dead this morning says a lot. So I'm excited for today. This is the main attraction that we came here to Peru for. Everything else is just special on top of it, the sprinkles on top. So join us vicariously on our journey to Machu Picchu this morning. Well, we just got on the bus to Machu Picchu. Don't forget that you need to have your passport with you when visiting Machu Picchu. It's about a 25-minute bus ride up to Machu Picchu. The bus is nice. It has AC in it. It's nice seats.
Good leg room.
Good leg room. So yeah, here we go. So we've arrived at Machu Picchu. It's very, very cloudy, so hopefully we can see things. Behind us, you'll see that they have the maps of the 4 circuits. I'm pretty sure there's 5, but there's 4 circuit maps up there. Behind me, you'll see that there's bathrooms, and there's actually a place that you can store your luggage if you have things that can't be here, like tripods, drones, umbrellas, selfie sticks, walking sticks. Can't have any of that here at Machu Picchu.
The bathrooms cost 2 soles, so bring 2 soles.
And to store your luggage, it's 5 soles. Well, we've made it to the summit, the top of Machu Picchu, and it's Cloudy.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
No, but it's supposed to clear. You can still see maybe like half.
You definitely can't see the mountain in the back.
No, you can't see the mountain yet, but you can see a little bit of mountains over there. It's nice and quiet and peaceful. We're just waiting for the fog to clear.
It's also slightly slippery up here, so make sure that you bring the right and wear the right footwear up here. Also, I'm using the GoPro Volta, and I got
Just at the entrance, the security kind of pointed at it and
fussed at me.
they were skeptical, but he said, "Oh, it doesn't extend. It's not a tripod. It's not a selfie stick." And
And
they
then-
said, "Okay, it's fine."
Yeah.
So-
So, things to think about.
When the Spaniards come here, they met one local indigenous, and they ask him where we are. And this indigenous believing, what is your name? And he say, Biru. We are in Peru, right? Now you know the history. My friends, welcome to here, but in the place where we are, I'm not talking about Machu Picchu, I'm talking about Peru. The original name of this place is Tahuantinsuyo. And that means 4 regions. That was the name of the Inca's kingdom. Okay, my friends? But it's necessary to go, please, just some centuries before, how Machu Picchu was found, because I'm going to that there. You have to understand, yesterday I was talking about the last king, his name, Huayna Cápac, he has 2 kids, Huáscar and Atahualpa. Huáscar is the son between the king and the queen, and Atahualpa is between the king and a concubine. Okay? But Huayna Cápac, he died with syphilis. For the reason he doesn't say who will be the next king. Many people say, no, the Incas never had syphilis. Yes, he has syphilis. He died with syphilis because he died totally blind. And my friends, after that, when he died, he doesn't say who will be the next king, and happened the first, like I was talking yesterday, right? The first rebellion, the south against the north. Atahualpa against Huáscar. But what happened? Huáscar, he was educated for beauty cities, and Atahualpa for expanded territory. For the reason for Atahualpa, conquest Cusco was very easy. He sent his soldiers with Quisquis, Calicuchima, Rumiñahui, and those right people captured the king, and of course they killed him. After that, do you remember I was talking about Atahualpa goes to the north, makes a very big party, and after that, let me tell you this, my friends. Sir, please, in this case, I need you. Come here, please. Atahualpa was very tall. He was very tall, right? You know, yesterday I told you, the Spaniards captured him. But there are some interesting points what nobody mentioned. For example, how the Spaniards captured the king if always he's protected by soldiers. In fact, my friends, in the first encounter between Spaniards and Incas, when the Spaniards are waiting for the indigenous, they show it mirrors. And when Atahualpa saw that, called them close to him. And in that moment, the Bishop Vicente Valverde gave to Atahualpa one Bible. And Atahualpa put the Bible in his ear, passed page by page. And after that, just he dropped it. And my friends, of course, look at this. Let's say he's Atahualpa and I'm Francisco Pizarro. And you are the Atahualpa servant. What you can do if I'm doing this? Nothing. You're not gonna move. That's the reason for when Francisco Pizarro has the king like this, the other indigenous who are helping the Spaniards, they are killing all the soldiers, people, like 8,000 indigenous. And after that, my friends, listen this, right? Atahualpa, he was put in jail. And when Atahualpa was in that room, after 6 months he learned Spanish. He wants his freedom. And please, sir, can you be close to the wall and raise your hand as much you can, right? As much you can, like that. Imagine Atahualpa make the same thing and talk with Pizarro and say, give me my freedom and I will give you 3 rooms with silver and gold until my finger is touching, right? And seriously, my friend, Atahualpa was more bigger than you. Right. Thank you very much, please.
Well, it finally cleared up. Look at that view behind us. Everything I thought it would be and more. What do you think, Aubrie?
It's beautiful.
Five years ago, people from Japan and French come to here. Because since you can see something interesting, if this is a simple retaining wall, what is the reason for we have a gate in here? There is no sense. These people from Japan and French who come here, they come here with very nice tools. Metal detector, ultrasonic. And they study this area like 6 months. And my friends, what is the end of everything? If we take out those rocks, there are steps going down. And in the end of those steps, right, there is a room like a 30 square feet. And my friends, in there, according what they study, there are many Incas artifacts. And in that moment, of course, they say, we found one of those places where Manco Inca hide the treasure. Immediately they ask the government for excavate this. But the government say, no. If you excavate that, the upper part, what is original, will collapse. And in that moment they say, no. If we take out the rocks and we put wood around that area, nothing happened. And in that moment the UNESCO appeared. Say, no. Because now the rules change. If there are a lot of treasures in there, it's necessary to have a museum in the city where this belongs. I'm talking about in the town. Until the day when the government built that museum, those treasures will be there. Something very important, right? Was something very important in the Incas' time. Where is located in Machu Picchu if the Spaniards never been here? How we know the Spaniards never been here? No chapels, no churches, no crosses. It's here, look at that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. But now, maybe you say, but Michael, just we are looking the half. Where is the other half? Underneath? No. Remember this. The indicators has to repeat. What I'm trying to say with that. June 21, the sun appeared in the east and project the other half in June 21. Is how they know it's happening the winter solstice. Wow. Right? everywhere you go around the world with mountains has this kind of thing, right? Echoes. But let me show you something interesting in here, my friends. And what is that? Can you see right there? There is a rock. In fact, if you are thinking the Incas put this grass, it's not true. That was introduced by the Spaniards. Remember that. When the Spaniards come the cattle, right? Right? When the Spaniards come the cattle, for a reason, the Spaniards brought the grass what we are looking at. Many people say the Incas use it, right? Or the Incas make it, or right? Or they planted the grass for enduring Machu. It's not true. In the Incas time, this is agriculture sector. They don't need grass. But in the middle, my ancestors, they carve it or they put it one rock like a column, more than 10 feet. But what happened, my friends? What now doesn't exist in there? Because the purpose for that was made it is for observe the sun moving during all day. During all day. But my friends, 1978, the king from Spain took the decision for visit Peru, right? For visit Peru. And what happened? In that moment, or a stupid president say, the king from Spain is coming. He cannot come to here by train. He has to come by helicopter. For the reason, destroy it, right? The sundial, what is located in there, for the helicopter landed in the middle of Machu Picchu.
Wow.
Stupid. Yeah, they destroyed that. That's the reason for it's not possible to see that. If you can see just a little bit, because you will go there, don't worry. But can you see there is a rock in there? Look at that. Just look at the rock, okay? There is just a simple rock in there. Look at that. What is the reason for my ancestors make it something like that? Let me tell you. No, let me tell you this. No, it's not in that case. Mostly, the people believe, because Hiram Bingham say that is like a holy rock. Because it's the place where my ancestors can recharge the body with a good energy. That's what Hiram Bingham say. But I'm sure it's not the purpose. If you can see the shape of this rock, well, look at it my cell phone first, please. Look at my cell phone, please. The first one, what you're looking is the shape of the rock. And the other one is a mountain, what now, I'm sorry, it's a little cloudy, but it's the most highest mountain in this valley. Look at this. Look at this. What you saw is mountains. For the reason, where the people born? In a mountain. Where the people grow? In a mountain. Where do you live? In a mountain. Where you have family? In the mountain. Where the food come from? In the mountain. And when you die, when you come back? To the mountain. For the reason, for us, all the mountains are protectors. And what you are looking in there is an altar. Because we worship the mountains. We worship mountains, right? You have to understand that. For us, now, it's just a simple mountain. For them, it's a deity. Right? Remember, that is the difference, my friend. Okay?
So our guide said that these llamas are here. They're actually wild, nobody owns them, but they help to control the grass because they eat it. So they help maintain Machu Picchu.